pull up so that someone can DM us and tell us what the situation is, because we're out here trying to help you as I am trying to help myself. Okay? Now, we see a message that has come through. It's about that time for Ask the Girls, as we said. A message has come through and someone needs our help. She says, or he, "Hi, ladies. For real, on me, my girl is 26 years old and I am 24. Ni mekanaigege, it's now been 3 years. But alinitenda siku moja, akajaribu kudate masi. Mse mwingine. But akashindwa. We talked, nikamforgive, but somehow niko na feeling that I was betrayed, but sijai mwambia." So basically, he's been dating this girl. He's clearly younger. She's 26, he's 24. He's clearly younger. She decided to cheat on him, which she did, and he forgave her. And obviously, they kept on going on with the relationship. However, now it is dawning on him that, okay, maybe I forgave her, but I feel that betrayal becoming too heavy on me. Then he asks for our help. Here's what you need to do. I think this is why that age thing, again, we spoke about before, is very pertinent. Because every time you date someone who's a little older, you always feel the need to be more permissive with them. They're supposed to be more knowledgeable, and that's why you even bring up the age thing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have brought it up. Older persons or people who are much older than you should be more mature according to what normal people assume, right? And this is why you're having a problem, because you thought, hey, she's older, maybe there's something I didn't see, maybe, and then before you process the whole information of the fact that you've just gotten cheated on, you forgave her. Now you're looking back and you're like, hang on, why did I forgive her so fast? Why didn't we think about this a little bit more? What was happening? You know, all of these things are now coming back to your mind. The processing that you didn't process before is now being processed as you're going on in your relationship. And you're realizing that, oh, Christ, maybe I didn't think this through. Maybe we need to have this conversation. And true enough, the person who is cheated on, we have said this here on this show many times, and you may have heard it before. The person who got dogged, the person who got cheated on, has the right, the obligation, and even more importantly, has the ability to ask the question of, why did you cheat on me? How many times? For what reason? All these questions about cheating. Was she hot? Any questions you have about that whole process of them cheating on you, you are allowed to ask that question as many times as you need to in order to process that information. Because guess what? They brought this problem upon your house. They brought this drama into your space. Therefore, you are allowed to find a way to make that make sense to you, for you to understand that, okay, by the way, I am giving them the ability to explain to me in order for me to get closure, close this chapter of our relationship and move on to the next thing. And clearly you haven't done it. So you, my dear, need to have this conversation with this girl. Understand all the questions that you have. Was he taller? Was he more handsome? Is he better in bed? Blah, blah, blah. All these questions, note them down. Sit her down and tell her, babe, but then we need to talk. Answer all these questions for me as many times as possible. It doesn't have to be ati nimekujibu leo so kesho ukiniuliza sitakujibu. No. If you answer the question today, tomorrow you feel the need to ask that question, ask it again. The next day, in the middle of the night, you wake up and you're like, hey, by the way, I feel like maybe I feel hot. Was he also very hot like me? Ask the questions until you find closure.
True.
Once you find closure, you will close that chapter and you will never revisit it again. But ask until you find that point in your just like,
it's out of the system. Yeah, and first of all, your feelings are valid.
Absolutely.
Whether you're male, whether you're female. I think we forget to tell guys a lot that their feelings are valid, because as a man, why are you upset? Why are you sad? But you know, that's not here or not there. All I'm saying is, as she has said, you have a right to ask for closure. But also, I think you're also thinking about the fact that cheating is not an accident. Nope. She didn't slip and fall and, you know, fall on his appendage, nope, and then woo, 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 we have had sex. Nope. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's never an accident.
It's planned.
And you can't even like say it was just the alcohol. Nope. There's no such thing. Alcohol just heightens all this feeling that you have been feeling, and then you go ahead and do them. All I'm saying is, do whatever you feel is right. If you feel like, oh, maybe, you know, I already forgave her, how will she feel if I break up with her again? If you feel that that is what's good for you, go ahead and break up with her, okay? If it's not bringing, it's not sparking joy. It's not bringing you joy. don't do it, okay? Achana na yeye. Move on. You're a young man. You have this whole life ahead of you, so pursue that, okay?
Yeah.
I hope we helped you, okay? If you're also going through this, just DM us, okay? Just DM us.